I'm Brad Nessler, joined by the coach, Lee Corso, and the quarterback, Kirk Herbstreit. Well, folks, we're excited to bring you what appears to be another great gridiron matchup. And here comes the home team. If you compare these teams on paper, they really look to be pretty equal. Kirk, what do you think?
Navy has a guy at wide receiver that everybody's talking about, and for good reason. He's the strength of this offense, an offense that can really spread the ball around. Lee, watch for him to come up big in this one.
No doubt about it, Kirk.
The midshipmen are done.
Both teams have sent their special teams onto the field, and we're ready for the opening kickoff. And this one's away. Number 10 takes it at the 12. Now we'll get defensive coordinator this morning, and he said that he was most worried about this player at left defensive end. What's your take on it?
This guy plays as fast and as hard as any defensive end in the entire country. I think he's going to have a good game.
Boy, I agree with you, Kirk, and here's why. This kid is as good as they come on the D-line, and this right tackle on the offensive line is not one of the world's best. So we should see some great things today.
They use 4 linebackers. Feeds it to the back. And he's taken down at the 33. Someone down there just a little bit slow to get up.
Yeah, I don't think it's too serious, though, guys. He's a tough athlete. I think we'll see him back in this game.
It's third down.
Ball on the 33-yard line.
3-man front defensively. Back to pass. Throwing right. This one is incomplete. Boy, would he like to have that one back.
Yeah, you're right. This offense relies so much on timing, and as you saw there, when their timing gets knocked off, they have a tough time connecting on plays like this.
So they're going to go for it here. The midshipmen come out in a 34 defense. He sails it long. Got it. And he's all the way down to the 34-yard line. Did you see how fast that kid is?
Barely. He was like a blur running past those defenders. That speed alone makes this guy a big-time receiver.
First down, 10 to go. Defense lines up in a 3-4. Looking to throw. Number 7 fires. He ignores the footsteps and makes the catch. A 5-yard gain. They line up at the 29. 2nd and 5. 3-man front defensively. Setting up the play action. It falls incomplete. I don't really know what this one's for. Let's find out.
Holding on the offense. Penalty to apply. Third down.
It's third down and 5 to go. Ball on the 29. Number 19 is the single setback. He looks, throwing right. He gets another, and this is a big one. The quarterback broke down the coverage on that one. First down.
You drop back to pass and see zone. It's a matter of you and the receiver getting on the right page and finding the right window to put the ball through.
Hey, Kirk, that's probably what you did playing in the backyard, right? But you broke a lot of windows, I bet you.
Let's see if they can punch this one in. They go with a pitch to the right. And they're in. Touchdown. And guys, what do you think of that touchdown run?
Boy, I really like the way the line made room for this guy to run through.
I like the way he used his vision there to run through the hole. This offense is really clicking right now.
They'll line up for the point after. Linebackers. Back to pass. He's going left. They can't connect. Incomplete. Number 25 was the intended target on the play. That'll make it 2nd down. Second and 10. Ball on the 37.
37-yard line.
From the gun. He drops back. Over the middle. brings it down. Gordon brings him down at the 50.
The defense was coming with heat on that play.
Yeah, but the offensive line did a good job of picking up their assignments. And that gave the quarterback enough time to throw a nice pass to pick up the first down.
3 wideouts here. Play fake with the throw. And that one's fallen incomplete. He took his eyes off the ball and dropped it.
You got to squeeze that ball, then think about where you're going to go.
Second down, 10 yards to go. They line up at the 50. Number 7 lines up in the shotgun. Looks to pass. He throws it. And they couldn't hook up on that one. Number 10 was the intended receiver on the play. That'll make it third down. Third down.
10. Ball on the 50-yard line.
Number 7 with 3 wide receivers. Look at the throw. Over the middle. And it falls incomplete. And that'll make it fourth down. It's fourth down, and they're going to try to go for it. Number 7 is back in the gun. They need this pass. Throws it deep downfield. What a tackle. That was going to be a touchdown. He got a lot of jersey on that play. Not too much argument about this call.
Holding on the offense. First down.
First down, 10 to go. They're inside the 20. Number 7 with 3 wide receivers on play action. Lets it fly. Incomplete pass. The ball is roughly separated from the receiver by the defender.
And that's the way you play defense. Rough and tough with no apologies.
Second and 10. Ball on the 18-yard line. And they have 3 bunch. He drops back. He delivers. The freshman makes the catch. No gain. We've got third and 10. Ball on the 18. 3-man front defensively. Looking to throw. He's looking. Rolling out to the left side. He throws right. Got his man on the run. There's a flag on the play.
Holding on the offense. The penalty is declined. Fourth down.
Looks like they've decided to go for it here. Number 19, the lone back, gives it off. Gordon with a takedown at the 2-yard line.
Not once, but twice in this drive they've converted on fourth down.
And Lee, as you know, what that does is it takes all the life out of the defense. They're about to head off the field after stopping them on third down. Then, whoa, they pick up another first down.
Navy comes out in the 3-4, feeds it to the back. He's in for the touchdown.
Kirk, that was his second touchdown of the day. What else can we expect from him?
Well, I'd bet on at least a couple more touchdowns for starters. He looks like he's really come to play here in the first half.
So the kicker lines up for the PAT. They go with the run, and they make the stop at the 39-yard line. Number 19 gets 3 yards on the carry. That'll bring up second down. It's second and 7. Ball on their own 39. Single set backfield. He drops back. He's under pressure, and they get the sack. From their own 34-yard line. Third and 12 coming up on this one. Defense lines up in a 3-4. Throwing right. Complete. What a catch. At the 40. To the 20. To the 10. And he gets the touchdown. Depending on what team you're rooting for here, you're either really excited or you're ready to hit the reset button.
Well, I hope these guys aren't ready to throw in the towel just yet. We've got over 3 quarters of football yet to play.
They need to come up with some big plays on both sides of the ball. Maybe a big kick return here, and that'll get them going and get them back into this game.
And he adds the extra point. Bear ready to kick. Kicks it off. Jenkins fields it at the 3. And the big fella with some room. There's a very impressive open field tackle. They pick up another first, guys.
Great job here converting and keeping this defense on the field. They're getting very tired.
We've got a 1st and 10. We'll see what they can do in the red zone. Navy lines up in the power I set. They'll bring him down at the 9-yard line. And they pick up 2 yards.
Gain of 2 on the play.
Threatening inside the 10. Navy lines up in the bone. Hawley hands off. There's a missed tackle. And he's tackled at the 6-yard line. The back gets 3 on the carry. They'll line it up again on 3rd down. Hawley fakes a handoff. Looks. Fires. Touchdown, Navy. Guys, the coaches have got to be happy with that one.
Yeah, you know they are. Anytime a play works to perfection like that one did, you know they're smiling.
Just watching this receiver and quarterback play together is a treat. They're a great combo.
They're setting up for the PAT. And he converts the extra point.
Got to put some water in that hose.
So it's 2nd and 10. Hawley drops back to pass. Lets it go. Got it. He's all the way. Touchdown. That was some kind of catch and run by the halfback.
That was a mismatch that the offense took advantage of. He completely burned the defender for the score.
And they line up for the point after. And he adds the extra point. So with just over 3 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter, the score is. So they're going to go for it here. The midshipmen line up in a 3-4. On play action. He passes it at the 40. Fumble, loose ball. And the defense picks it up. This fumble puts him right back into it.
You bet it.
3rd and 10. Ball on their own 37. Back to Pat. He rolls out to the right. Hawley zips it. His receiver has it. Tackle made at the 42. Good pickup by the receiver.
Yeah, this kid loves to play. He wants the ball every time they throw it up.
It's 1st and 10. Ball on the 42. He looks to throw on 1st down. Looks. Fires deep down the left side. The 10. He's got it, and we're all tied up.
Wow, this has been just a wild game.
Unbelievable. They're just an extra point away from taking the lead in this game. And, Coach, it is setting up for a great finish.
Oh, yeah. With over a minute left on the clock, anything can happen.
Trying to take the lead. Here's the extra point. And he tacks on the extra point. So with just over a minute to go here in the 4th quarter, our score, Navy 25, the home team 24. Everyone's all lined up and ready for the kickoff. And this one's away. Number 19 fields it at the 7. Guys, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
A field goal will do it, Kirk. This is setting up to one of the best finishes that we've seen all year.
Yep. They need to drive down the field and get in position, Coach, and I agree. This would be a great finish.
Navy going with a 3-man front. He steps up, short toss. And it's a true freshman. It's on the ground, and they fall on the loose ball. That was a huge turnover.
Yeah, and it couldn't have come at a better time for this defense. You're trying to come up with a big stop, and now you get the ball back with the lead.
I agree. Huge play.
The offense will take over at the 41. Hawley hands it off. Tackle at the 18. And with that run, this back has hit the century mark. That's 100 yards on the day.
The offense has really stressed the importance of an effective running game, and getting this back over 100 yards certainly shows that they've done a good job of sticking to their game plan.
First and 10. They're in the red zone. Their last red zone trip resulted in a touchdown. I don't expect this one to be any different. 2-yard pickup. Second down, 8 yards to go. Ball on the 16. Hawley will hand it off. Sheds that one. And he's taken down at the 6-yard line. Navy just took their first time out. Navy is trying to make this a 2-score game. Gets the call again. Touchdown, Midshipmen.
They have the lead by a touchdown, Kirk. Things are looking pretty good.
Yeah, but they aren't out of the woods yet. This team doesn't have too much time to work with, but they can still move the ball down the field to try to tie this game up.
Yeah, but the pressure's on them now. We're about to see how good this 2-minute offense really is.
And he hits the PAT.
So how do you feel about this loss? This was a loss that was hard to handle. It just is hard to swallow because, you know, you're up by 20 points after 3 quarters. All you have to do is win, just basically put up a few points, and that puts CSU on the cake, and you're on your way to the second round for the first time in history next Friday. And, you know, probably face LSU, probably get butt-headed to us, but you know what? We'll play them tough. We would have played them tough. How much blame do you take for this? Well, I did throw 2 terrible interceptions at the end of the game. It was kind of my fault. I do take admission of the fact that I should not have thrown those interceptions when I did, because that obviously helped them out. Do you think James Campbell is to be blamed for this loss? No, I don't think so. I mean, the Navy defender didn't give up on the play. If he gave up on the play, and if, it was a simple tackle instead of trying to strip him of the ball, James of the ball, I mean, James would have been down maybe at around the 30-yard line. We would have probably ran a few plays, get close, maybe kick 3 points at the worst, and basically put the momentum on our side again. He said himself that, he terribly feels bad and his fumble cost the team the game. What do you think? I don't think it completely cost us the game. He did admit to his faults, but I personally think that it wasn't James's fault. It couldn't be James's fault. I mean, our defense didn't play the way we wanted to, especially at the last few plays, and I think we took advantage of the fact that we were like, Navy's not a passing team, and we didn't think Navy would pass the ball a lot. But give Edwin Pauley all the credit in the world. He threw 3 touchdown passes. He nearly got knocked out of the game in the first half, but he came back and won the game for them. So all credit goes to them. How hard is this loss going to be for you? This is going to sting. I mean, 20 points up in the third quarter, all you have to freaking do is score a few points, and you got yourself a second-round match. But we choked, and we really stunk it up. And the fans are all going to be upset. All 43,000 of them are going to be like, what the hell happened? There's going to be a lot of anger towards the sports radio shows saying that James cost us the game or the defense cost us the game. We just all played dumb. The team cost us the game. We all have to take responsibility for our actions. But a good first half for you. What were I looking at? I think they just basically knew they had to tighten up. They figured that, let's just play for fun. Let's just have some fun and all that. But we kicked the field goal to make it 24-4. And we were like, well, Navy's offense just stunk. And give the Navy offense credit. I mean, 4 touchdowns in the fourth quarter. That is just pure amazing that a team could do that. And, I honestly think that they might give LSU or Iowa State, whoever wins on this Friday, a run for their money in Fort Worth. I mean, I know Navy will be the home team, but I think Navy might actually pull a rat out of its hat. If LSU and Iowa State are not careful, Navy might push them out and get to the second round. I mean, they were just a snake bit as we were a couple years ago. They played Brigham Young, and they thought they had a touchdown, but Pauley fumbled on the 1-yard line, and BYU recovered it. BYU got all the way to the quarterfinals on that. So, momentum just stunk it. If you could go back and change one thing, what would you change? Nothing. It was a simple third down pass to Campbell. I mean, James knew that he had the ball and knew that he had to get some more yards. I think if James actually gave up on the play, he probably would have given up around. We would have got like a 15-yard reception, got the first down, and then keep going. But like he saw, like 10, 15 yards. You can't blame him. I mean, James did fantastic. But, one bad play doesn't ruin a team. I mean, our defense let us down. So what do you say to all those Canada State fans? Well, all I can say is we're sorry. We failed you again. We were terrible, and I mean, like, everyone says, all the Raging Cajun fans are really angry about Lafayette's last-second loss to Pittsburgh. They have nothing to worry about. They lost in the last second. They had the lead. We choked in the fourth quarter. They didn't choke. They just gave up a long pass to Fitzgerald, and they had to kick the extra point to tie the game. I mean, that kicker missed 2 extra points. That could have given Lafayette a big win. Pitt probably would have had to go for 2 at the end of the game and might have not made it. But in the end, it happens. And, our fellow creative team members, Dakota's, Alaska, and Blue Shirt Underground, they have games later on this week. And, let's hope that they can do just as well as we did. We'll have the lead and not choke it. Thank you, Jeff. Have a good day. Bye.